Delicious and nutritious. We're gonna be doing a full day of eating today. That sounds yummy. So, all protein bars taste nasty. It does not bother me. Lazy.
Post in there about like, oh my god, I'm 2 weeks out from my show and I just fats are so low, carbs are so low that you're work, you just want to relax, you don't really have anything you have to do. And so it's like sometimes just staying busy, even I found this too, talking about people when I hike a 300 or 400 carb day, trying to push myself so hard to be ready for a certain date. And if I needed a couple days, I took them. I didn't use things like this. And I
We're going to be doing a full day of eating today on a mini cut. My coach dropped my calories about like 2 weeks ago, and we haven't done a full day of eating in a hot second. So that's what we're doing today. You already saw what I had for breakfast. I had my 2 whole eggs, 200 grams of egg whites, 2 pieces of English toast, jelly, and 2 vegan sausages. And then I had my coffee. It's been a while since I've done a full day of eating, and I actually like doing these because, I don't know, I feel like the meals that I make aren't very appealing, aren't very bodybuildery. I feel like they're kind of different, and I like it. I like it. I want to show something a little different, you know? Like, I've never seen any other person, bodybuilder, gym person, like just eat egg whites in like patty form. I personally think they taste a lot better that way. So I think that's how y'all should eat egg whites. If you hate egg whites, you're probably eating them scrambled. And when you scramble them, they get all watery and gross. So you have to eat them in like a little patty. Put some salt and pepper. Delicious. Anyways, yeah. We're on a mini cut. My macros right now are 260 carb, 50 fat, 160 protein, and I know for a fact, tomorrow's check-in day, so tomorrow's today's Monday. I know for a fact that my coach is gonna drop my macros tomorrow because she said she was. My last check-in, I had my period for like that past week, so she was like, we're gonna keep everything the same, but next week we are gonna make some changes. So I know she's gonna drop my food and my and my cardio is gonna go up. So we're just gonna do this last day of these macros with the full day of eating, because I've been eating like the same exact thing every single day, or like changing it up here and there. Like my dinners are a little bit different, but like breakfast, lunch, breakfast, lunch, pre-workout meal, I don't really have lunch, I just call it pre-workout meal, and intra have been the same, besides the cream of rice that I'm about to show y'all, because I've been eating cereal, but I want cream of rice. So that's what we're gonna do. Thank you. We're gonna make our pre-workout meal. We're gonna do cream of rice. I usually have cereal, but this kind of just sounds good right now. Like cream of rice with, instead of mixing it with water to give it some protein, we'll mix it with fat-free Fairlife milk. So a serving of this will be 13 grams of protein. And then I'll probably do a serving of this. So this is 45 grams for 35 grams of carbs. And then we'll add peanut butter and maple syrup. That sounds yummy. So let's go ahead and do that. So we got scale, rush, milk. I don't want my cream of rice to overflow, so we'll get like a bigger bowl. So we'll do 45 grams of cream of rice. If I can open it. Okay. Jeez. $48, that's fine. And then we'll do 240 milliliters of milk. So that's 110. I'm gonna like mix it up and put it in the microwave and then like add more milk after. I don't really care if the consistency is super milky. I really like super like milky consistencies. I'm never really the kind of person who likes the chunky oatmeal. I like mine to be kind of liquidy and soupy. Okay, so I need to remember that number, 110. Mix that up and then we'll put her in the microwave. So we'll just go ahead and log this so I don't forget. We'll scan, what did I say? 48 grams. And 240 milk. Okay, so with breakfast, you already saw breakfast for this morning. So I already ate 77 grams of protein today, 22 grams of fat, 112 grams of carbs. That's minus the syrup that we'll measure in a bit. We'll measure the maple syrup when I put it on. You see that? See how it's kind of like stiff and cakey? So we'll put the remainder amount of milk. Okay. So it equals 240. Okay, perfect. And then mix her up. I will never put protein powder in oatmeal or cream of rice because I think it tastes absolutely disgusting, and I don't care what anybody else says. No matter what brand, mixing protein powder in your cream of rice or oatmeal is actually disgusting. It doesn't taste good at all. It tastes grainy and it just tastes like protein. Just like the same way how like a protein bar, all protein bars taste nasty, you know? Unless you can prove me wrong and name a protein powder that will actually mix well in cream of rice or oatmeal, I'll try it. But all of the ones I've tried doesn't taste good. And I literally believe it's literally because it's from protein powder, no matter what the protein powder flavor is. Can you see that? Hey, let me zoom in real quick. I'm like trying to get it to, instead of it being chunky, I want it to just like mix. I mean, this might end up just being chunky cream of rice soup with peanut butter and maple syrup, but that's fine. I put it back in the microwave for 30 more seconds. I don't really think it did anything. I just think I just have to let it sit in the milk for it to like expand and become all mushy. That's fine. We'll just go ahead and add the maple syrup. This is the maple syrup that Wes and I get, I think from Sam's Club. Organic maple syrup. This is more expensive, but I think it's worth it because it's literally just straight up maple syrup and no added weirdness. We'll do 13. That's fine. Let me go ahead and track that. I don't forget. Okay. It looks really soupy and really chunky, but that doesn't gross me out. I personally don't mind that at all. Okay. That's good. Peanut butter. We're not gonna do a full serving size because I don't want to waste all my fats on that. 17 grams. Breakfast and my pre-workout snack, I've had a total of 81 grams of protein, 31 grams of fat, and 128 grams of carbs. So the remaining amount of macros I have to eat for the day are 79 grams of protein, 19 grams of fat, and 132 grams of carbs. Slay. But here's what she looks like. I'll show you. She looks very, it's literally like a milk. She looks boring, but we're gonna mix the peanut butter and then just eat it like that. Like I'm telling you, it's literally just like chunky soup, but you know what? I don't care. I will still eat it. Ugh. There. I'll still eat it because the consistency doesn't bother me. It does not bother me. It makes it seem like I'm eating more food anyways, so that's that, thank you. Okay, we're gonna make our intro workout drink, and you already know what it's gonna be. It's gonna be a Clear Whey and lemonade, and maybe a little bit of electrolyte drops. And if you saw my last YouTube video, you saw that I had to use disgusting, like regular unflavored protein powder that literally made me gag, but I finally got my Clear Whey in the mail. She's back, and she's brilliant, and she's amazing. But on Saturdays, I didn't accidentally. I put my Helamix in the dishwasher, and the dishwasher like messed up the opening of the Helamix. It like made a little dent. So now my Helamix leaks. So now I can't really use it. I mean, I could use it, but if I don't want my Helamix to leak, then I can't really use it. Which sucks because I've put my Helamix in the dishwasher before and it never like melted or deformed. But this time it did. So now it's basically useless and it leaks and it sucks because I love my Helamix. But we're just gonna go back to the OG Boba Tea protein mixer. I will. I'm gonna order 2 more like mixer bottles I saw on Amazon. It comes in a pack of 2 and it's a spring deal, so it's like 2 for $15. It's not Helamix, it's like some other brand. I don't really care if it's Helamix or not, but hopefully the spring deal is still live because it was live yesterday, so hopefully it's still live because I want more protein shaker bottles. Anywho, you already know we're gonna be doing 2 scoops of Clearway. I'm actually gonna do this I'm gonna like make the concoction on my phone because I posted on it. I posted this protein powder on my Instagram story yesterday and like telling everybody like this is the best protein powder ever and that it tastes like juice. So I'm gonna like make the drink on Instagram so I can show them how to make it because like girls like the store or whatever, and I don't want them to think that they can just like take this, put it in water and it'll taste really good because it's unflavored. So I kind of just want to like explain that to them. So for y'all, because you already know how to make it, 2 scoops of Clearway, and then we're gonna measure out 140 milliliters of lemonade and then fill the rest with water. And then that's literally all I have for my intra. But also Wes ordered like these electrolyte droplets that I might put in there too. We're gonna use this lemonade. So I'm gonna make this off camera, but on camera, and then I'll just show you the concoction. It's nothing crazy. It's literally, you've seen it a million times. Like my little setup, I just use that to like film the little Instagram thing. But, anyways, where is it? Oh. Here's the finished product. I added my creatine to this drink, and then I added these liquid electrolyte drops that Wes got off of Amazon, and then a squirt of just little like green apple, just like water flavoring. She's delicious and nutritious. I love her so much. I'm so excited. I'm so happy. Because I was literally gagging every time I had to drink my protein shake with like the regular unflavored protein powder. There is a big difference between regular and Clearway. You want Clearway. That was an intense lift. As in, I did legs, glutes and hams, and cardio, and the gym was packed and it was so hot. I was so sweaty. But remember how I said we were gonna eat 1 more meal after the gym? I was wrong. I lied to you. We're gonna eat 2 meals after the gym because I have this bad habit of whenever I come back from the gym, and Wes and I usually go to the gym around like 4 or 5, and I have this bad habit of like whenever I come back from the gym, I have to like shower and wind down and get into my PJs and do my skincare before I let myself eat because I just like have to do that. But then when I do that, it ends up being really late. So then I eat my meal and then I end up eating like really, really late, a lot of food. And I just need to stop doing that because I don't want to eat really late anymore. So we're gonna eat a little snack and then I'm gonna shower and then I'm gonna eat again. So I don't have to eat like a lot later. So we're just gonna have a bowl of cereal. If Wes didn't eat all of my chocolate checks, then I'm gonna have that. But if not, we're gonna have Raisin Bran because I have about like 130 grams of carbs left. So I don't wanna eat that in one sitting. So we're gonna split it up. So we're gonna have another serving of fat-free Fairlife, which is 13 grams of protein. And then I'm gonna have the rest of my protein for like my actual dinner. So let's make the cereal. Okay. Yes. So we're gonna have this hot cocoa Chex. I usually do 65 grams. So that's about like 55 carb, I think. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna have another serving of Fairlife milk. Yeah. So I don't have to eat 130 grams of carbs at like 9:30. And I'm such a slow eater that like it takes me like an hour to eat my dinner. So then I'm usually not done eating until like 10 or 10:30. So that's not good. So we're gonna eat some now in my sweaty gym clothes. That's why I like to shower, because I just can't, I have to like immediately get out of my gym clothes, but we're gonna eat a little snack first. I always get too lazy to actually unload the dishwasher, so I just end up just like grabbing clean dishes throughout the day from the dishwasher, and then I'll like unload them when I actually have to do the actual dishes, you know? Laziness. Okay. Food scale. Measure out our churro. Milliliter. 240 grams, Fairlife. 242, but that's okay. Okay, let me just go ahead and track this to see how much I actually have to eat after I like shower. So after, in like an hour, I'll eat again. Okay. I have 15 grams of protein left, 16 grams of fat, and then 60 grams of carbs. So for dinner, I'm probably gonna do an egg or 2 more eggs, more egg whites, rice, and then I'll have a salad. Yeah, that sounds good. I'll do that. But I'll eat this food now, even though I'm not hungry at all. Better enjoy my food while I can, because it's gonna go down tomorrow. I just took a shower, so we're gonna do my skincare. This is the skincare that I've been using lately. It's the only skincare that I use. I don't put anything else on my face besides this. It's beef tallow and beeswax. I personally find it very effective, and I feel like it's the most natural moisturizer, and I feel like it's the most effective. Like, this is the only thing that I put on my face, but I really should honestly start putting sunscreen on my face, especially since like the weather's getting warmer. So other than sunscreen, which I'm not currently using, that I should use, this is literally the only moisturizer that I use on my face, and I feel like it gets the job done, and it's like less is more. So see that? Like, it's just so moisturizing. Yeah. And then put it on my neck, because your neck is the first thing to age, I think, when people neglect their neck. And then rub it on my chest and on my neck, like so. Voila.
That's okay. And then lastly, for under my eyes, the double serum. You can just like put it right on my ankle. Feels pretty. I said, if you did one video a week that was more jiu-jitsu training for your match, and then one video a week that was more. This is a game plan. So
Guy goes to the yeah. Yeah, definitely. I was gonna say, if you don't have a V-neck 6 and 7, what the fuck are you really doing?
Are legitimate. Totally yours tonight, is that okay?
Okay. So I'll give card now, and I guess I'll see you then.
Okay, see you tonight.
Your salt and pepper shakers look a little low.
Yes, they are. People salt stuff too much. Well, it may surprise some of you, but that's a sweet derived from a black maple. Yes, it's sweeter than the first two, but it's a natural sweetness.
My house, she didn't speak to me for 5 months, 3 weeks, and 16 days.
This is a showcase, maybe something you know for years.